2001 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. It's got a 4.7 liter V8. I've had a few problems where recently it just started to stall and managed to get it home, then wouldn't start one day, but then finally after a period of rest it would start. So I pulled the codes and I found this P0320, which apparently is pretty common. Has to do something with the crankshaft or maybe the camshaft, since they seem to go together. So what I'm going to do is replace both of those, and while I'm at it, I've got an idle air control that I'm going to update too. First step, as I learned a long time ago, is to disconnect this battery before we remove the starter. Here's my starter. I'm going to remove that bolt. And that bolt up there, which apparently are both 15 millimeter. Okay, I got the one bolt out. This one back here is definitely really, I can't even get in there and film at the same time, but it's really tight. I got the starter off, and what I'm trying to do is slide it out of the way so that I can access, is that an O2 sensor? I'm not sure. Got the starter pushed aside there. I removed that little whatever was plugged into the exhaust. So then if we look up here, now that that's out of the way, I can actually see this, I believe that's the crankshaft sensor. I'm going to basically remove this and then deal with the electrical connection because it's kind of hard to figure it out. I was able to kind of rotate it, but still trying to get it out. This kind of sucks. This little piece here, as you can see, the little tab that holds it down. Well, whatever part I have in there doesn't look the same as this. If this is a Mopar part that I bought, I don't know, maybe what was in there isn't Mopar, or it's something older. It's a 2001, I don't know. But clearly this has a metal arm here, and this was just some plastic that broke off. I sprayed a little WD-40, just a tiny bit. And then what I did now is I just put this screwdriver in there. It's a really long screwdriver, and I just used a little bit of leverage, and so I think I can get in there with my hand now. And got it out. That's it hanging there on the left. It looks totally different than the one I have. Simple. You see that red area there? Basically, if you just press in on that black plastic area, I guess, right above here, it disengages the catch, and then this thing just can slide out like that. Okay, so here's the two parts. This is the old one that I took out and broke. And the new one. A little bit of oil on the O-ring per the instructions. There's my starter kind of kicked aside. And up there is my connector in the hole. Let's go zoom in there. Okay, that was way too easy. Went in without a problem. This is the bolt that was originally there, but as I was tightening it down, it didn't want to go all the way in and hold the new crankshaft sensor down securely because it has this thinner type of flange or whatever. So I'm just going to add a washer to, you know, increase some of the thickness there. That washer did the trick. I was able to seat this firmly. Okay, so I'm looking for that camshaft position sensor. I was looking underneath and I can't really find it, so I saw a video where someone was talking about removing the battery tray, allowed some access from above. So it looks like this can just come up. Alright, here's bolt number 2. This one's tight. There's a bolt down there. Had to move some of these wires out of the way. This guy was plugged in there. I managed to start pulling it up and it looks like it's coming, so I turned the video back on. There's one little bolt down there. And this looks like it's full of a bunch of shit I don't want to breathe in. This might be as far as I need to go. That's a sensor, I'm pretty sure. How is that supposed to be easy getting at that from below? I guess if you know where it is, right, you can get your hand up there, but I couldn't even see it until I came in this way. All right, bolt is off. Well, there goes the electrical connector. That's fine. Okay, this one was much easier. Oh. Old one's on the right, fresh out of the engine. New one's on the left. I don't know if you can see on the tip of this thing, but there's like this material. It's like metallic. I don't know if that's affecting this thing, but I'm guessing it shouldn't be there. Got another washer here. Got a little bit of oil on the O-ring. Let's go insert this guy in. Okay, got it in. I'm going to put the bolt in with that additional washer. Click. Nice. I think it's replaced. Okay. So get the battery back. The battery tray. Everything seems to be put back in place. And we got the starter in underneath. Let's go. And the O2 sensor or whatever that was that I took off to make room for it. Let's see if this thing will start. So I got this guy here. Let's go put this in. It's kind of cool. Funky lights. So when I pulled the codes, all the previous ones, the P0320 and other pending ones, were gone. So I'm guessing that may be because the battery is disconnected. That seems to be working. Let's give it some time. Still no codes and nothing's pending, so that's great. I guess it's good, it didn't stall. Of course, real test will be driving it around. We do want to look at that idle air control valve though. Okay, so what I remember, we got to remove this guy here so that we can get in there and replace that guy. Just remove this duct because it looks like that's accessible. I can reach in there. So disconnected the electrical. Okay, I've loosened those screws, so I should be able to just pull this out. It certainly looks dirty. I don't know if it's enough to affect its operation. I got it screwed in, bolted in, so let's go make the electrical connection. There. Okay. So that one's done. Let's go put this thing back. Let's see if that helps a little bit with some of the idling. I've got a feeling it's going to have to do some adjustment when it first starts. I'm not sure how that's going to go. Okay, it's the next day. It's a little cold out. Looks like it's 59 degrees. That's cold for California, I guess. Let's try starting this up. Seems to be pretty smooth. Speed test. High RPMs. So let's try braking suddenly. High RPMs. Seems to be holding up. By the way, this is my beater. For some reason, I've just been keeping this thing alive for a long time. Since 2001, or I guess since 2000. My main car is 2014. But I use this one for hauling lumber and supplies from Home Depot and all sorts of crazy things where I don't have to worry about destroying the interior of the car. And it's a good backup in case there's a problem with my other car, my other Jeep. Of course, it's not a good backup if I can't even drive it.